not sleeping on the street. I'm a capable human being.
Making conscious next steps.
I'm a conscious human being.
Seeing growth really
Like,
fast.
we some hip hop niggas, like we don't need to vocalize it to make shit like that's what I can
I promise y'all,
12-hour day
my
type
stomach broke.
Listeners, thank you guys all so much for tuning in. You're now listening to the Flyer Pop Podcast. I got some beautiful guests with me today.
Get up, think.
I like walk down, yeah. I like lean, and I like liquor. My bitch tastes good, swallow liquor. I run my check up, I fuck the rest up. I eat the waist down, she put her ass up. I hit it face down, beat it up, I might catch a case down. Hit my line now, then I'm on the way down. Dripping wet, put it on my face down. Round 2, okay, I can't catch a breakdown.
Face out on a bitch, hit a pussy like a lick. Poppin' sentence cause I'm pissed. I might throw up on a bitch. How I sit, broom skirt, yeah, I'm quick. Casting spells and no tricks. Baby, you gon' envy me. Magic in my recipe. I'm clairvoyant on my beat. Bitch, I dress like a geek. OCD, I'm a neat freak. Bitch, I go way too hard. I'm a crashing car.
I like lean, and I like liquor. My bitch tastes good, swallow liquor. I run my
Peace and love
check
to the
up.
population. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Flyer Pop Podcast. I'm your favorite host, Remy Supreme, and I got some wonderful guests with me today. I got my great co-host today in the building with me, my guy Windbreaker Moses.
Best thing since sliced bread.
And we got 3 super dope artists out of Grand Rapids in the building today,
You
man.
dig.
We got Dirty Soda Dakota.
Hi.
We got Carlo in the building.
Yo. Carlo Anthony.
Carlo Anthony, and we got James Curley in here too. What's good?
What's up?
How you guys doing, man?
Good. I think James Curley's nervous. I'm good.
I'm feeling awesome.
We're taking our poll right now on Instagram.
We're doing a poll right now.
Keith Sweat or George Clooney.
Yeah, who's more of a ladies' man?
So when y'all hear this, just think about that and reply back in the comments.
It's Keith Sweat. It's not even like...
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think George Clooney got shit on.
He low-key
Sweat,
brought
for
up a
real.
good point. Clooney has been 45 for like 20 years.
Clooney, bro.
Have you
Every
seen
movie.
Keith Sweat recently?
Yeah,
That
but
nigga
he
looks
don't
the same.
sing. Like,
George Clooney don't have to.
and that-
Keith Sweat
True.
got the Jerry curl. Come on. Still?
I'm pretty sure he got some sort of
Exactly.
curl, maybe an S curl now. He might have dropped down from the Jerry to the S.
No, we're not talking like right now. Like he could have been back in the prime. Oh, you know in what I'm prime saying? days? Oh, it was Yeah, Keith. Yeah, Keith. no matter what. Like I'm saying, Keith Sweat.
We're going to see.
Okay.
We're going to see.
Well, as everybody knows, man, we really like to use this platform as a way to get more insight into artists and their background, and just to share their story and see how they got to the places where they are now. So I mean, it's through you guys. So I'm gonna try to do my best and spread these questions around.
Yeah.
But let's take it from the beginning, man. Where you guys all from? Where birthplaces? Where you guys raised at? What
I'm
what
from
town
here,
y'all repping?
homegrown, Hudsonville, whack.
Hudsonville, West Michigan life.
Yeah, I got good ice cream.
I'm also from Grand Rapids.
Where been here your whole life?
Yep. Well, I moved to LA last year,
Oh, nice.
so I've been out there
nice.
for a year now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was born at Buttersworth, but I've lived all over America since a child.
Okay.
I lived actually out of the state more than I've lived here, actually, in the state. But, like, my prime years of, like, middle school and, like, beginning of high school and, like, after, that's kind of, like, when I was here, you know what I'm saying? And, like, an early child.
So if you had to rep one town, would it be here? Would it be Grand Rapids?
Yeah, it would have to be because everywhere else it was just, you know what I'm saying, just for a little while.
Got you.
How
Okay.
long have you lived in Atlanta now?
It's going on, it's been over a year and a half.
I'm tweaking.
So we were talking about it being kind of the black mecca out there, man. What's your vibes and what's your takes from it, the Atlanta scene compared to Grand Rapids?
Oh,
As far as music goes, at least.
musically?
Yeah.
Musically out there, I mean, everybody and their mother raps, but, like,
Facts.
and everybody, you know what I'm saying, is an artist. So, like, doing shows out there, trying to get on, it's kind of hard because, like, when you perform, everybody's an artist out there. Like, you got to be, like, real fucking dope, you know what I'm saying? And, like, especially if you're not, like, originally from there, it's kind of hard. You got to, like, be completely different. But, like, I mean, what I've experienced from there, like, I fuck with everybody and everybody fucks with me from what I've experienced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I feel like I don't like really be like rapping. So like I'm like just who I am. So I'm
Yeah,
saying
so
like
you're not as in
Atlanta.
much
Yeah.
competition.
So like if you're just who you are in Atlanta, you're gonna like people are gonna fuck with you no matter what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're just real, that's what it is there.
Yeah.
So like I mean it's real player there too. Like people talk a lot of shit, but that's part of the game. It's like you fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's Black Hollywood out there. So like it's just I don't know. I felt with it. It's real diverse. It's just Southern hospitality.
What took you down there originally?
Music. I lived in a hotel room in Colorado. Had no job. I was pretty much homeless, and I was like, I'm gonna kill myself or move to Atlanta and try. Cause nobody like really was doing it in Atlanta, and like I'm white, so like I felt like it might be a little different. You know what I'm saying? So like. I think Ritz is like really the only white dude
Is he
to pop
from
in there.
Atlanta?
Besides, I mean, Larry League's out there, but they ain't like popping.
I didn't
What
know they were
about
from
that
there
Josh
either.
Harlow dude?
I didn't
Isn't
think
he
so.
out of-
Jack Harlow.
Jack
Harlow.
Harlow, he's from Louisville. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
He
Yeah.
hard. He hard.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
from
he's dope.
Kentucky. Yeah, he's dope as fuck. I felt
Yeah,
with
really
him.
looking back, I can't think of like who the hardest white boy from Atlanta. I don't know.
I mean, Ritz is like the only one that's come from there, and he's not like that. But I wouldn't even like claim Atlanta like that. I would just like shout it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it helps cultivate me, and I felt with like the vibe. I like the clubs out there, like. You know what I'm saying? Mixed girls is my favorite thing, and like, yeah, and there's a shit ton of them hoes out there.
We were only there for like a day or two when we went, but like you could just tell the difference. You know what I mean?
All three of
Like,
y'all went out there, right?
Yeah, and a couple other people, but
Yeah, and then to
you could tell just you know what I mean. Like people are more in tune with what's going on, but also there's still a more diverse culture. Like here, it's like it's one thing or the other. Or, you know what I mean? There, it's like I saw a crackhead, then I saw a gay dude, then I saw a suburban white dad, and then I saw, you know what I mean? Like, it was everything.
That's crazy.
All at once.
But so many people do music there that, like, it's easier to kind of, like, fit into, like, a little clique.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't fuck with how, like, Jimmy engineers here, you can find somebody 5 minutes down the road that has, like, a little studio set up. So, like, it's... In Grand Rapids, it's pretty small. Everybody who does, but you know what? Actually, you know, I take that back. I'm learning about so many more artists here. You know
yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
just
Since
a matter
I've,
of like who
reached
really
out
takes
and
it
trying
seriously.
to-
Like, there's a lot of people who you know like made a rap name and like recorded a song, but it's not. It's only.
Well, we
so
don't
many
have a
people
predominant
who-
studio, and I think Grand River Studio is like the only one that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like kind of predominant that I know of. Like, so
even know
anybody
somebody
correct me if I'm wrong
knows
because I don't really know.
I would say Mike G Studio, if anything.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got one.
Yeah, but
I
you
know
gotta be
Devin
somebody
has
to get
one.
up in there.
You said what?
You gotta
Devin?
be
Dev?
creative.
Yeah, I usually
That's-
go with Dev.
What is his studio name? Is it Devin Studio?
Grand Rapids.
Okay, Grand Travis. All right. I thought that was what, but I thought maybe that was a collective or something.
It's kind of like a both. Like
Okay.
he like it's like his brand. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Word. But yeah, we need like a building downtown that has like a, I don't know, like just a dope ass studio or something.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I feel like people have tried to do it, but like they come up with the idea for it, and then they're like, "Yeah, and it'll be in my basement." And they don't end up turning
You
it
want
out.
to come to my mom's house?
Past 8 o'clock though.
She'll cook dinner and shit. What about LA, man? How would you compare LA life to the Grand Rapids scene?
People just work together more, and it's like less. They take it, or like you take music less serious, kind of, and just have more fun with it than like just be like so hard on it and like who you're gonna associate with and blah blah blah.
I would feel like it would be harder. I don't know, just like from an outside opinion, like it would be harder to find cliques out there. I don't know. I just assume everybody in LA is stuck up as fuck.
Yeah, they are. It seems like that.
Yeah, but I mean-
But Carlo's pretty cool.
But I mean, to just make music with someone versus being like best friends is sort of,
yeah.
you know what
Two
I'm saying?
different
Like people
things.
just like to work.
Got you.
It's not really.
So it's easy to collab. out
It's
there.
less clicky, I feel like, because like even like those cliques, like those are just like close friends and stuff. Like usually you can just find like your own friends and make your own clique. It's easier that way, I think.
Got you.
Sounds more like organic out there. Like,
Yeah, way more organic.
like easier to
Like
just
you
like
ended up with a lot of
meshing.
people just like at like where he stays, recording with him and shit like that.
Yeah.
Some of the,
Yeah,
You went out there just for music?
yeah, I did.
Dope, man. That's dope. Me and my sister are always joking. Like whenever I like take a super dope picture or something, she's like, "Man, it's time to move to LA and go and be famous." Like that's like
Yeah.
what people do. Like once you really ready to get popping, you go to LA and shit
Yeah.
to build a name.
It's nice to meet people who are in like the same boat as you.
Yeah,
Like sort of like the same level of just everything. Like I don't know.
just like growing together type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I
And
feel that.
that's what LA's for. Like that's where like no one's really from LA.
Right,
Like,
right.
In like certain scenes, like but like, you know, so everyone has like that in common of just like moving to LA, so they bond closer over that.
You be on like Rodeo a lot, or is that Fairfax?
Melrose maybe.
Melrose, is that where like No Jumper is?
Yeah, yeah, that's Melrose.
Okay, is that your spot or no?
Not really. That's too
cliche.
Yeah, too scene. I feel like. I don't know. I mean, I fuck with all of them, but
yeah,
I don't. Yeah, I'm in the valley with the porn stars.
Nice.
Dang.
That sounds hella cozy. Hella cozy. You probably went in there. Did you know anybody out there before you moved, or you just kind of?
I knew Lil Aaron. That was the only person I knew out there.
Okay, I don't know if I know.
And then when I went out there,
Lil Aaron.
he introduced me to like all of my friends, and he kind of plugged me in.
Dope.
Yeah, so big shout out to him.
He makes music too.
Yeah, he does like rock rap shit.
Dope.
Yeah, I heard him like a year ago.
Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah, he's so sick.
He's from GR originally.
He's from Goshen, Indiana.
Oh, okay.
So
word.
not that far. It's only like 2 hours.
Yeah, he's popping though in his own.
Word.
Yeah, he's going crazy. He just wrote Marshmallow's new album.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit, nice.
That's huge. How did you meet him?
He did a show at 20 Monroe with Black Bear.
Okay.
And that was the first time I met him. He put me and my manager Carl at the time on the guest list, and then we went to Pepino's after and like took a picture, and then I just told him I was moving out to LA, and he was like the only person I knew and stuff. And then I like knew one of his roommates, so like I like ended up over at his house, and we just clicked up.
Clicked up. Word. That's fire, man. That's fire. Well, how you feeling about the Grand Rapids scene right now, Dakota? What's your vibe out here?
I think it's in the best shape it's been in a minute. Like from what I've seen from these shows, and just like how he said, like hearing of all these new artists and shit, and like seeing people, and even like out of us personally, like we've been all together, like us three and a couple other people have just been working, just doing a lot of shit recently. You know what I mean? Shooting videos, whatever, editing videos, going to shows, throwing shows, recording, like just. I feel like every other day he makes us a song that I'm like, this is it, this is the record. Or I'll make a song and I'm like, this is it, we got it. Or same thing, he'll send me some shit and I'll be like, why didn't you send me this already? This is it. So I'm just like, and like, you know, not to, obviously as you go on, you're always gonna be like, oh, my old shit sucks, but like my old shit sucks. You know what I mean? I feel like all of our old shit sucks. And I feel like we're all to a point where I can actually be like, dude, all I really want to do is sit and just listen to our shit. And like, I've been recording like a lot for a while, but I haven't put shit out for a minute. Yeah, like I had a couple of rough years there. I had to get my shit back together, because like it's one thing to, you know, record music and put it out, but like, you know how like
really approach it and,
like, yeah,
push
you with
to
it. Like actually be like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this, and like you got to do everything else that comes with it. And at the time I just wasn't in a place where I could do that.
Yeah, the marketing and all that shit that comes along with it, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that shit really is like 50% of it. Like it's fun, like we're just do all in the studio, whatever, recording, playing Xbox, getting drunk, like smoking, like whatever we're doing. But then like the next morning you gotta be like, all right, I gotta post this on there, you know, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta send this. So
yeah, especially nowadays with social media and shit, it's just like if you don't have a presence on there, you get
right,
forgot about
right.
it.
It's like a 24-hour, like he's way more present on that type of shit than I am. But I still try. But like he's always like, should I post this one or this one? Should I do this? Oh, I just shared this, dude. You gotta go share this and comment on this. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, even like especially the comments, man. I'd be on that too.
1,000, man.
Yeah.
You gotta really like.
Because the more you interact with other people, they gonna interact with you. Yeah, you gotta engage. So, but I just think like, you know, obviously we've had people who were successful out of here, but even then, like there wasn't much of a scene. Like, you know, Waldo and AGO and them, they all, you know, they did their thing. Like they, you know, they had a handle on it. But
and Willie the Kid,
you know, but like I feel like there wasn't a scene for it.
I
fuck with Willie, bro. I fuck with Willie,
man.
I fuck with Willie.
One of the most elegant wordsmiths
Bro,
on the man. Like.
He's so hard. I've always liked him. But I just mean at the time, like who, you know, he had like La and shit rapping with him, but like who was the scene? There wasn't a scene.
Right.
It was just La. You know, Willie came out, did his thing. AGO and them, you know, together they were a scene, but there wasn't no one else really. Not that I know of. I mean, I'm sure there probably was if we were whatever.
I think that's really it.
I just feel like now, right around now, like there's so many people around here that are like actually making noise and shit. Like people we know, people we don't know that are still like doing their thing. So I think it's just gonna take a lot of people taking it serious if we really do want to get that community that we're talking about.
Yeah, and coming together, man. Because like you said, everybody seems to definitely be taking their craft more seriously now. It's just a matter of the city coming together and putting a spotlight on it.
And even the city coming together, but like having him from here but in Atlanta, having him from here but in LA, making those connections out there to bring back to here, and then like us going out there and being like, oh yeah, oh these are my boys, oh they're hard too, oh now we got connections in Atlanta, now we got connections in LA, now they know about us, and it can just expand and make it more than just a hard local scene.
Hell
we can just be part of the underground, like the whole scene.
Floodgate shit, fuck around and make your own underground scene.
Yeah.
Might not even be a part of it, just establish one in GR.
Have you guys gone to LA yet?
I have not.
They're about to.
Yeah. We don't really know. We're in like the mix of like where is our next trip, like, you know, Chicago, but like that's not really a trip, like
that's next door.
Exactly, you know what I mean. But like, so it's either gonna be back to Atlanta to do another show, or if we can set one up in LA, that would be ideal. We don't want to go for sure.
Yeah.
And he's about to move again. I don't know what his plan is. He's unpredictable. He's young. Carlo, tell him what you're gonna do. Are you taking your talents to South Beach?
I'm moving in with porn stars
Nice.
in LA.
Nice.
And that's all
So
I
you're
care
staying.
about.
So you're moving out of the valley to LA?
I'm moving to
Or is
Hidden Hills, yeah.
Okay, got you. Damn, that's where Travis Scott is, right? Hidden Hills.
Go find him.
Deep off in the rain. No, I'm just playing. But how did you guys meet? How did you three meet?
Okay, so
I know you through Getha, right?
I thought it was the Capcom. Shout out to Getha though.
It was Getha.
Remember when you first came through Caps when you were like young and shit? I was like young. I was like 18 or 19 and you were like 14, and I think we did a song even.
It wasn't the first time.
It wasn't? That's what I remember being the
Carlo
first time.
remembers it. Let's let him tell the story.
I linked with Getha when I was like 15 something, and
how old are you now?
19.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I'm pretty sure I just heard of Dakota through Getha, like they were making music. He was just playing me like his artist music or something.
That was probably when I was away.
But I think the first time we met was at Capcom's.
I think so too.
Like officially.
Got you.
I was right. So me and Curly, I don't know when this was in relation to that, maybe before that. So our other homie Arvion that I said was a dude I met like going to some parties, and we would all talk about like, oh, like we make music. At the time I didn't even make music. I was capping, and I was like, yeah, I'm a rapper, because I always dressed all crazy and was always drinking lean and like doing all the rapper shit. And everyone was like, do you rap? And I was like, yeah. But I was fucking whack. I couldn't. I had never done it. So I kept saying I did though, and then he ended up coming through, and like a couple of other people that were cool.
He had some pretty cool bars.
I know, but I'm saying for like I was telling everybody I was a rapper before I had ever been on an actual mic. Like I would write shit, you know, whatever. But so we had Capcom come through and record me and Dog Arvion one time, and then later he just was like, "Yo, my homeboy's gonna come through." And he came through, and I was like, "This dude is fucking whack. Who the hell is this dude, man?" And then he kept coming through more often. I was like, "Yeah, he's all right. I like him." And like I was fucking whack. Like we just got better, you know. But that was probably like, what year do you think that was? Like 2014 maybe?
No, that was 2013.
Yeah, something like that. And he ended up living with me. We ended up going through a lot of crazy shit together. Like, I don't even know where to start with it. Times of just, because at the time, like, I didn't do shit with life. Like, I just was selling drugs and making music and
yeah, I remember those days, man. You were the fucking
partying
TN's
and
man
shit.
back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, I was the everything, man. And so like you know, we'd go to the functions, see people like y'all, you know what I mean, and then go back and like we didn't do nothing, you know what I mean. I would sit there and start trap out the place, and we would just write and record. There would be times I remember I'd be trying to sleep or like do something, and he'd be just up recording, and I'd be like, bro, can you just give it a rest? Like he was such a perfectionist too. He would sit there and do, I'm not playing like 50, 100 takes of the same verse. By the end of it, I'd be like, bro, like I know this verse already. Like, can we just like try tomorrow? Yeah, it was just crazy times.
So you guys did a lot of self-recording? Did you guys have engineers, producers? What you guys?
We started with just recording ourselves.
Yeah.
And I mean, I started when I was like 15 under my bed with the same headphones we're using right now.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But then I met them like 3 years later, and then we were just all recording ourselves on GarageBand. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was GarageBand.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Stogie ended up coming around too and linking with us. He got really good at mixing on GarageBand,
Yeah.
which like I applauded him for, because it's not that great for music recording anyway. But like he like I did a whole tape with him on it, and it sounded good. Like it sounded just as good as the shit I would do with other people.
That's dope. Where's Stogie at now, man? I haven't seen him around in a minute.
I saw him at a show.
Is he still making music and stuff?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's doing his thing. He's actually putting up numbers.
He dropped some stuff recently, hasn't he?
He dropped shit like.
I remember seeing some of
Pollution,
him,
bro.
checking some of it out.
Yeah, he be dropping shit all the time. He's hard still.
Word.
Yeah, I think the last time I saw him was at Carlo's show. Carlo came to town back in April for his EP release. Dead Inside is the name of the tape, right? No? Carlo Sucks is the name of the tape, and it's out on everything.
It's a solid name.
Stogie's hardest song is Fuck 12.
Yes.
That shit is crazy.
That shit is hard as fuck.
Word.
Carlo Sucks
Get
out
him
on all
made the beat,
platforms.
too.
Again, go look that up. It's hard. Carlo's crazy. If you ain't heard of Carlo, Carlo's weird, man. Carlo, he does everything. He records, he produces. He's stupid. He engineers for himself. Whatever.
First time I heard about you was through Baz, and he's like, "Yo, you gotta check out this nigga named Carlo," and I was like, "Word." And he like came through like Halloween, and first song I heard by your ass was Jeff Gordon. I was like, "Nigga, yo."
Yeah. I'm so like hesitant
bro, I
to
was
show him.
dead ass
Like I'm
trying
always
to
like,
get a jacket
alright.
for that shit. I was like,
I'm always like, yo,
slap.
like he's kind of weird. Okay, so just like. It's okay though. It's like if he says some weird shit, like he's not trying to be weird, like he just is weird. Like that's it. It's fine.
I feel like weirdism is accepted a little bit more now. As long as you ain't know it's like some eccentric left field shit.
As long as I'm not killing anyone.
Yeah, like if I seen you first time, you're like, "What's up, bro?" Dapped you up, we chop it up. You're like, "All right, bro, I'll see you later." I hit the corner, I'm like smoking a square. I see you stabbing nigga. I'm like, okay, like like I feel like we did not connect. Like my man's on a whole different field.
Yeah, Carlos, like you see him and you're like, yeah, he was cool, and then you hear his music and like you hear some of the shit he says and you're like, what, bro? Like, how does he think of that shit? Like some of the shit he be saying, I'm just like, this dude funny as hell. Like it's funny, but it's hard. Like it's not a joke, you know what I mean? It's just like he got like funny bars. Like you're like, damn, that was hard. But
If you had to describe your mind or a spirit animal, what would you pick as your spirit animal, or how would you describe your mind?
Ooh. Probably autism. Probably.
That's crazy. When did you like pick up music? Like when did you start recording and stuff?
I started recording and I started writing music in like 3rd grade. Started recording in 6th. Then actually took it serious in like 9th grade.
Do you remember what you were writing about in 3rd grade?
Yeah, one of my favorite bars is big butt hoes in my videos. You know it's Chub Club, my crew.
Nice. Wow. Chub Club.
Yeah.
Gang.
That's hard as fuck.
That was that was 7th grade. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Word. That's dope.
Same shit that I talk about. Nothing has really changed. No room for improvement.
That's funny. What got you guys into recording? Like when was the first time you recorded, James?
I was like, I mean, definitely as a child for sure. But that I just had like one of those like you could record like remember those colored little things that you had that you put like the cassette in. It was like bright red or whatever, some shit, and the big buttons for the play, and it was connected to a mic, and you could like record yourself and listen. I mean, I did that, but I also like used to sing. My mom was pretty religious, and made me
Sometimes
go to
you're gonna
church
have to tell that
sometimes.
story because when he says my mom was really religious, he's got like more than one mom.
Yeah, I got like 4 moms, but
He's a child of the system.
I started singing when I was real young. I did choir and stuff when I was super young. You know what I'm saying? And then a whole bunch of shit, just life shit. And I took piano lessons as a kid, other instruments, mostly just piano. But I like tried the violin, the clarinet, just didn't fuck with shit like that. I like the drums a lot too, but I didn't learn how to play that until I was in juvie. But fucking
There's so many hitches in his stories. It's like, my mom's super religious, and my other mom. Well, that was when I was in juvie. And like half the time, I'd be like, bro, I don't even.
But so 15 though, I bought an iPad. I had my girlfriend at the time was a wretched ass bitch. Now and she's fat and ugly.
Nice.
But
Shout
no,
out
but
to
she
you.
took me to Best Buy and I bought
Ratchet
an
ass,
iPad.
fat
And I
ugly
learned
X.
how to make beats on GarageBand. And then I just started recording myself on that. Then time went on. 2 years later, I lived in Alabama for a while and got a laptop from my brother. And then that's really when I got a Mac, and that's when I really started like figuring GarageBand out and started like downloading instrumentals off YouTube and then like freestyling and recording myself. And then, yeah, that's kind of how it happened. Then I met Dakota when I was like 18 in like 2013 or some shit like that.
Got you. So you were a foster kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I want him to talk about that a little bit because it's
Spill the beans.
spill the fucking
Spill the
beans, man. Because
beans.
I still don't know. I've been friends with him for so long, and I still don't know where the hell he.
I mean, I
came
gotta hold a whole bunch of stuff in for other interviews. You know what I'm saying, down the road.
The fans want to know, man. Give them at least an introduction, a light introduction.
Give him the appetizer. Real quick.
I mean, all right. So like, my real mother and father were like real like crazy artistic like drug addicts, and then like my mom's like super. She's like what's it called? She has
I think she's like a hippie, maybe.
No. That's my other mom. That's like the one that died. Like I'm talking about my birth mom. She's schizophrenic. Schizophrenia. She has like really bad schizophrenia. Like talks out loud to like things that aren't there and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like real crazy, in and out of institutions and shit. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I really don't know where to start with shit like that. I don't know.
So you were with your original parents like for a while, and then you ended up in the foster home?
No, I've been in foster care since 3 months old, and then I was officially adopted when I was 6 or 7. But I mainly had the same family. My mom, who eventually adopted me, she was the one who like mainly took care of me since a child. But I did live with like other families, you know what I'm saying? And then my birth mom was always a part of my life. So like I didn't really understand really what it was. It was just weird. Like I called like 2-3 people mom. And it was just weird for a while. But once I got a little bit older, I kind of understood what was going on after like I was adopted. Once I went through the court system, that to get like adopted officially and stuff, that's kind of when I started understanding, because I was like 7 at that time. So I feel like when I was like 7 or 8, that's like when I really like grew up.
Yeah, you started.
And I've been the same since.
No one. You
know what I'm saying?
Got you. So no one had, like there wasn't any like official meeting of your like this is your real mom and dad or whatever. You kind of just figured it out after a while.
Yeah, the main lady, Gretchen, my mom who adopted me, she was like kind of always told me everything when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? She let me know what was going on. Like she wasn't my real mom and this and that. So like, and I never knew my dad. I never met my dad until I was like 12. But he's like a huge like drug addict and crackhead. You know, both my parents are. They're just like extreme. But they were all pretty cool up until like they hit like 23, something like that.
Okay.
They both I guess just lost it.
What? I'm not trying to change it. I'm not trying to interview you. But which one of your moms did I meet? Like, I don't even understand that, and I feel bad.
Oh no, you met my mom that took me in after my adopted mom died.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's
just
always like another page.
She's my guardian. I wouldn't even.
She was cool as hell. Bro.
Yeah, it's my mom.
I remember this was like right before I got locked up the first time. I was drinking lean every day for like years straight.
Yeah, we sold so many drugs.
Yeah, I was on Xanax every day. I was smoking, like about a half ounce every day. So we went over it. We had been up, and I would be up for days on end. Like it was just very unhealthy.
We were doing shit. We were doing like between each other like at least
way too much.
2-3 grams of coke every day.
Yeah, probably at that point too. So this is when I went over to his place. We had been up all night. We went over there, and like, I was like jumping on a trampoline and shit. It was like 8 a.m. Like I just remember being like, "What the fuck am I doing right now?" She was cool as hell. Didn't she make me like some food or something? She made like some.
Yeah, and she gave us some steak.
She was cool as hell.
To cook later, you know what I'm saying?
That was back when like we would just be places, dog. Like I couldn't even, like I have memories of being places, and then I'd be
we didn't
like,
have
how
a
the fuck
job.
did we end up there?
We never had jobs.
No.
That's crazy.
I mean, I had jobs sometimes. I did landscaping and I worked at Costco for a little while, but
Costco's hard. Shout out to Costco.
yeah, Costco was fun.
Costco got
They sell
everything.
caskets.
That's like Amazon in person.
That shit threw me the fuck off.
They sell everything there, I think.
Do you think the foster life like plays a role in your music at all? Do you talk about it at all in your music?
I don't know if I said I'm like I'm from foster care like exactly in my music, but definitely I think everything in my life that happened as a child and everything up until now definitely made me a very passionate, emotional like driven.
He
person.
angry.
Yeah, like
I was gonna say, I think
it's-
everything he went through
It made me
it shapes
angry.
his music or goes
Yeah.
into his music. Because he said it the other day, and it was crazy. Somebody like asked him, I don't know what they asked him, like why does he scream like that or something like that? Because he has
yeah,
songs,
after
he
a
has songs
show.
that are regular, where he raps or he sings, he can do it all, but on some of these songs where he screams and it's like mosh pit type shit, like X or like some Zilla Kami shit, whatever. And he said, I just be angry as fuck, bro. Like one day I was angry as shit. I went in the studio, I started screaming, and I did that. And I was like, that makes sense, because like when I hear it, it sounds like you're letting anger out. Like it.
That's all it is, really.
Yeah, so
like my music is just an expression. It's like I wake up and I make a beat.
And like shit, if I had a life like that, I would be angry too.
Right,
Like, it sounds like
You produce?
Yeah, I make like most on my own
hard.
beats. Yeah,
That's dope.
they're both hard.
yeah.
That's super dope. What's your guys' writing styles like?
I usually like pop a Xanax and chain smoke blunts and just play the beat back over and over and just try to tell a story and cultivate, like, try to release the energy that I'm feeling into the paper. I don't write in my phone. I like actually write my lyrics because I feel like that like
I have
puts
seen
it
that.
into the universe
I've never done
harder.
that.
It's like I'm big on
makes it
magic.
exist.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
feel
all
you,
my like face tats are like mean magic. So like it's except my Lil Wayne one, but
Shout out to
But that's a
Wayne.
different.
shout out to
That's a
Lil
different
Wayne.
type of magic.
Yeah, but yeah, so like it's I don't know, it's just music is magic and yeah, I forgot whatever it is. I'm high.
Your writing style.
writing
Oh yeah, my writing style. Yeah, so I feel like that's magical to write it down. That is like, I feel like I heard somebody say that it's just more powerful to write it down. I feel like
I should try that. I've honestly never done that.
Yeah, actually, me and Cheese Weeze was talking about that
Writing
yesterday too. It's just
lyrics
like
down on paper.
how
Oh,
much,
shout out Cheese Weeze.
yeah, shout out to him, man.
shout out
He was,
Cheese.
That's the
we were
homie.
just talking about that, just like how it's just like an original art. I think it's like it's a different type of art form when you write it on a paper rather than
Yeah.
My
the
problem is
phone.
I be editing
old
mine too
school.
much.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I would have to
though.
like restart over and write the whole shit.
It's
so
like
much.
it's like wearing shoes. Your shoes ain't gonna stay perfect forever. Like you gonna have some parts where,
Yeah,
like if you look at my
okay.
notes, shit will be scratched out. I'll
Yeah.
draw like a balloon
Yeah.
on Xanax and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
for the fuck of it. Like just making its
Yeah.
own little story, own little journey.
My process ain't much. It's like I be like just thinking of shit sometimes. Like I be wherever I'm at. My favorite. I used to like. I would just be at the mall and I would think of some hard shit and I'd write down one line.
Yeah, I'll
you
do
know what
that
I'm saying?
sometimes.
And I'll just write down one line and then later I'll hear a beat and I'll be like, okay, I could say this here, and then build it from there. Like that's my favorite way to do it for real. Like I rarely just sit down and just start writing to a beat. I rarely just write a whole song without hearing a beat. Like it's usually just then and there.
Yeah, it's all a vibe.
But I write all my shit down. I don't write it on paper though. Like
You know what I've been doing after I
that.
write it on paper? When I'm done with it, I hang it up in my room. I'm gonna fill my whole room with my lyrics and just create a real
Look like a
eerie
psychopath.
vibe.
Look like Jim Carrey on 23.
No,
That'd
but
be
it's
hard.
just, like I don't know what it does. It's there's something very powerful about just writing it down on paper. It's like speaking it into existence because phones
Yeah, that
are
makes
just
sense.
phones are magic.
Right. You can swipe that shit away forever.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's actually what I was sharing with Cheese yesterday too, man. Because I used to be like I used to write or rap or whatever a little bit back in the day, but I remember this one time specifically. It happened multiple times, but the last time I like legit quit because I deleted like 10 verses or something out of my phone.
Yeah.
And it was back in the day when the phones were like, different. They had the
Right.
buttons
When you
and
couldn't
shit.
recover shit.
Yeah, you couldn't
Yeah.
recover it or anything. And I was just
Sidekick.
so
Yeah,
pissed.
I've lost so much. Like I've had the police always take my phone. And so somehow it's like I just never can. I don't know what I did wrong with like iCloud, but I can never back my shit up. So like I've lost so many phones and it's just gone. Like years of notes and it's like fuck it. Like,
What about you,
just-
Carlo? What's your writing process like?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I write down topics and like just like names of like famous people that I think would be funny in like a punchline, and just write that down.
Yeah.
And then usually I'll like when I hear a beat that's like really good, I'll pull up that file, and then just write the filler in like while I'm there.
Nice.
That's interesting, man.
Very
That's a
interesting.
different style for sure.
It's crazy like being in the studio with both of them because like with him you got to turn everything all the way down and he's screaming and it still sounds like he's screaming. And well, Carlo, you gotta turn everything all the way up. 'Cause he's just like, and like, there would be times where he's recording and we don't even know he's recording. We're like sitting there having a whole conversation, and he's over, and he sounds like you almost think like, does he know what he's doing? 'Cause he'll just be like kind of like whispering at the mic, and like constantly like he'll say something and then press a button and then say something and then press a button and keeps like just going back and forth, and you're like, what the fuck is he doing? And then all of a sudden he'll sit down and be like, all right, it's done. And we're like, what? And he plays it back, and we're like, what? That shit was so hard.
It's very much autistic vibes right there, though. Right? Makes
So
sense,
it's just
right?
crazy. Like, they're complete opposites when you're in there with him. And it's dope to watch all come to life.
That's dope, man. Another thing I was actually talking about yesterday, too, though, was how much we need to give more credit to Wayne, you know, and how much of a...
Absolutely.
How big of an
Yeah.
influence
People
he
be
is
trying
for
to,
the,
like,
for the sound of the
downplay
rapper.
Especially the crossover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's trying to say, like, Hollywood Undead. Like, yeah, but, like, with Wayne, it's different because, like, I mean, if we're going to be real, he's black. So, like, that totally, like, crossed over, like...
Yeah, because nobody thought Hollywood Undead was hip-hop, so... Wayne was really the first to go. Like,
yeah, so, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it crossed
real.
over a whole thing of, like, being more diverse and, like, opening that up.
Yeah, like, while at the same time, like,
What's
Kanye...
Hollywood Undead?
It's like some...
It's a band or something?
Yeah.
And Wayne used auto-tune on it.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like some, like, band of white boys.
Yeah,
Like,
Wayne was one of the first to be using auto-tune after T-Pain.
explain to him what Hollywood Undead is. Yeah, so you brought it up.
You know, I'm not
said
even
what?
like huge. Like, I'm not really the one to talk about Hollywood Undead, but I'm pretty sure it's like a collective group of something like Slipknot almost.
Okay.
No,
You know?
no.
And they rap.
He's misleading the people. No, they're like
Okay, then-
it's
okay,
like
I don't
Hollister
even really
music,
know,
bro. It's
but-
like it's music you'd hear in Hollister. It's like, but it's like white boys, like it's like I don't know, like preppy Beastie Boys or something.
Oh, really?
Like, it's weird. But it's not punk rock. The punk people who are really punk rock. And
Okay,
do
I
that
thought
shit would be
Hollywood
mad.
Undead looked weird and
It
shit.
is. We don't need to talk about that. I don't know how that
Back to
got
Wayne.
brought
Back
up.
to Wayne.
Back
He's
to
misleading
Wayne.
with people.
Yeah, man. I feel like he just doesn't get, like...
Okay, but I think he's the one who was definitely cultivated like a huge part of my sound.
For people, I feel like
He's in my top
for
five.
Wayne, for who he is, like, and what he's done, like, it's impossible to be like, nah. It's like,
Yeah, like, I feel
the
like you
work
don't really get
ethic,
enough
the
credit for
style,
sure.
what he like. There's literally a point in time where like
He was.
we
the
were like
biggest thing in
kids
the
and
world,
like
bro.
it would be like BET or MTV. It'd be a song. He'd be on it. The next song, it's actually his song. You like, dang, this nigga on like every
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, bro, Hollywood Undead be looking like Slipknot with they weird ass
bro,
masks and
don't
shit.
disrespect Slipknot. I swear to God.
Definitely Slipknot vibes, at
No,
least.
man.
By the
You
images,
hear their
by the
music, bro.
images,
You hear their music, bro. All that shit out the window.
So, respect to Wayne first, man. He's a GOAT for sure. What's some of you guys' other early music influences?
Kanye West.
Nice.
Really?
Definitely, yeah.
He's the good.
T-Pain.
Best of all time.
T-Pain. hard,
Andre
right?
3000 is my
Andre
biggest
3000.
influence.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got him tatted on me.
Word?
But yeah.
Is that Big Boy too?
Yeah.
Dang, that's dope.
low key
Yeah,
wanted to
that's
get in your
super dope.
tats. I seen stuff. I seen Griffith and I
Yeah.
seen like a whole bunch of other shit. I'm like, what?
Superboy is a huge influence. One of my biggest influences.
Schoolboy?
No, Superboy.
Superboy. I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah, Superboy fire. And Heard Everybody.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Kari.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody talks about Super, so I
Bro,
was kind of like
Super's
my
the
eyebrows
fucking
raised for a
shit,
second. I was
bro.
like, did you hear that new shit?
Bro,
What the Thank You EP or whatever?
I'm on
Yeah.
230. That's a perk, sissy. I can't wait till that shit drop. That's
Bro,
that shit.
that new
hard.
EP was hard. Yeah, we been fucking with him for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. We've been
used to-
listening to him since I was like.
We used to be in the studio with him and shit in Chicago.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Back
I
when,
never
like,
was, but
He
yeah.
went out there with us once. Right?
But he's an
Yeah,
older,
but I never
he's an
went
older
to see
guy though?
No, he's probably like our age or
Oh,
something.
okay,
Maybe
okay.
26 or 27, if that, at the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how old he is.
I really
Yeah.
don't either.
I
We
think-
even.
I want to say like 24 or 25.
I was like, I
but-
feel like he around our age.
Yeah. But yeah, back
Yeah,
like
sure.
in like 2014, 2015, we used to go out there a lot and like link up with them when they weren't as big. I don't really like. We would just like fuck around.
Right, just linking up, just making music and shit.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't really make no music, but we would be
Oh,
in
just
there.
like-
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it would be like after a show or something.
Oh, okay.
I've only been to one concert.
What was that?
I've only been to one of his concerts.
Oh,
I went to a bunch. I like influence wise 3-6 was like just the sound of it.
You said 3-6?
Yeah.
Oh, 3-6.
That's like if I had to say
Bro, they
somebody
were
like
so
we could
ahead of
sit
their
here and I
time.
could say shit all the time, but
Xanax
like
and
that's
the
like a
drug
sound
talk
that
comes
actually
from
like I
them,
feel
too.
like when I really started to find myself as an artist, it kind of sounded like in resemblance to that, or like it sounded like I was trying to sound like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 3 6 was legendary, man.
It was just natural to me. I don't know why that shit just seemed like the hardest.
They were like the first of that type of sound too, like way back.
And then like a lot of like my favorite shit, like I can't really like I don't listen to a lot of older music like that. So like you move on to Raider Clan was like our generation's 3-6. I love Raider Clan, like that shit. Space Ghost Perp is like the hardest producer ever to me. Not Suicide Boys. I don't like Suicide Boys. That's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
They're
all the drum kits are like,
Yeah.
they're samples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they sampled a whole bunch of their shit, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. They might have been influenced by 3-6. I'm just saying who I was influenced by, and Suicide
Kid
Boys
Cudi.
is not in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, Kid Cudi's one of my biggest influences. That's my favorite.
Respects for you for saying Perp real quick though, just because I feel like
Yeah.
Perp don't get his respect.
No, like, because
Space Ghost Perp.
Space Ghost Perp.
See, nobody like him. I know he's crazy.
No, look, Space Ghost Perp is a fucking OG.
Beef with me on Twitter. Do you remember that?
Carlo did have beef with him on Twitter.
And Facebook. I'm pretty sure he
for
years.
He started beef with me on Twitter too.
Yeah.
He made fun of my name.
Baz was like, Perp said something about Michigan,
Yeah,
and then
at the same time.
and then Baz said something, I defended him. Like then Perp came out, all of us, and he's like, "Fuck you, bro. We actually supported your ass when the whole like beef and shit was happening."
He's a pussy.
Him and Rocky don't have beef anymore, right?
They
squashed it.
I don't know.
I think so. I think they squashed it.
Yeah, they squashed it. It's just they won't. They ain't gonna
Free
catch them on a
A$AP
song
Rocky.
together.
Free ASAP.
Free ASAP.
Free ASAP for sure. That shit's
Yeah,
crazy
free
that they got them all right now.
It'd be like that, man.
6 years max. That's right.
What the hell? What happened to Ian Connor?
Did y'all see the video,
Gun charges.
of ASAP?
Gun charges?
Yeah, it was kind of the video was kind of like
The Sweden shit.
He been
inconclusive.
fighting it
Yeah,
for a
like,
minute, though.
but did y'all see the video of that the one kid who was speaking Spanish or whatever?
Chewing in the mic.
But yeah, the one dude that was like speaking Spanish that hit a security guard with his headphones.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
saw
yeah,
that
yeah,
footage.
yeah.
Yeah, so like just off that footage, they should be justified for Rocky hitting him.
Right.
He
right,
launched
right,
that nigga. Oh my
right.
god, though, bro did a whole
Oh,
360
yeah.
in the air. Dude, he came up like.
I mean, I guess I get because it was like it seems to be like such a long stretch of like when it started and when it ended and like when the fight actually occurred and shit. Like 'cause they were walking for a minute or whatever. But still, like they were clearly like stalking them and like trying to get something out of them. So I don't even know how he's even still in jail for sure. Like
I feel like there's like city cameras and stuff too, though. Like,
but the way that Rocky threw that little dude, it was just like damn. He just
it's
fuck
just
him
like
up.
with the whole 56 Nights Future shit. Like I don't think it's because he really did anything wrong. I think it's because maybe their system is kind of a little different than ours.
yeah.
Whereas you can get locked up for
I
some shit
feel
here
like
and bail
part
out
of it has
the
to
next
be with
24 hours.
him being famous and him being black.
Black for sure.
That's honestly what I think it is.
Because you guys remember what they did to Freddie Gibbs last year too, or I think it was 2 years ago.
I don't
right?
think I heard about that.
No,
I
I
do
haven't.
fuck with
Some
Freddie
girl,
Gibbs. Though. Shout out Freddie Gibbs.
he was doing a show. He was doing a tour in Europe, and some random girl had a dream that Freddie raped her, and she went to the cops and told them that, and they arrested him and they had him in jail for a minute, like
Over a
couple months.
dream?
Over a dream.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Over a
look.
dream. I can't remember what European country
The
it was.
system
that's
is
what's
set up
crazy,
to
bro. It was
ruin
some
black
European-
people's lives.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I don't
just
know like
what it
other
is.
countries' policies. Obviously, I don't know shit about politics, but I just mean like I feel like their jail system probably is like slower than ours or something like that. Like not that ours is any good by any means, but
I think it's the same all over.
I feel like they don't have like the same type of rights and shit out there, whereas like we do here.
Yeah, they always say never get locked up, abroad.
Right.
I would never want to either. Shit. That's the last thing I want to do. But
And
yeah,
like, cause
free
you don't
Rocky,
know,
man.
you don't know what their rules are. You don't know what they can do. Like I don't know.
Right. Free Rocky, man. Free Rocky. So do you guys remember a time where you guys figured out, like, yo, music is what I'm doing for the rest of my life? Like, this is something I'm not going to stop doing. This is what I want to make a career out of.
For me, it would have been around 2015. I had so much shit going on between now and then, but I would say 2014, 2015. Because when I started, it was something I kind of knew I could always do. Before I had ever even really done it, it was like I think I could do this. It was never like I knew I was like this is what I'm destined to do, but I was like I think I could do that. And then when it came trying to do it, it takes a while to really be able to like, some people hit it and they're like I'm the hardest out ever. I never really had that confidence for a long time. Like I was like, I think of some hard shit, but I'm not the greatest at, how I deliver it and shit like that. So it took probably about a year worth of recording before I was like, yeah, I'm really gonna go all in with this.
Convinced. What about you guys? When did you guys realize that you were going to make a career out of music?
Mine was like 3 years ago. So like
Right before you went to LA?
yeah, like 10th grade, 9th grade. Yeah.
Do you remember what that moment was like, or you just said fuck it?
Yeah, I was at Hudsonville High School in the hallway, by the gym class, and We Made It by Lil Bibby came on.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, if I don't make money off music, I'm going to kill myself. And I remember that. And that was like 9th grade. It was like right in the first trimester. I'm like, this shit sucks. It's like there's no way I'm graduating, but I did. 1.2 GPA though. Yeah, shout out to Hudsonville.
I said I know somebody. I ain't gonna put him on blast, but somebody in my class like had a 0.5. Call him half a G. And shit.
Mine was really bad like that after like my first 2 years, and then they were basically like, dude, like you're here once a week, like you might as well just give it up or start. Like they told me when I was a sophomore, they were like, you can start right now and do all the online shit, and then still it'll maybe graduate in time. So I did that, and I actually ended up getting ahead, but I still think my GPA was like 2.75 or something.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. But it was so tanked.
I got like 3.6 or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought 3.0 was good or something, or 4.0. I don't know. He said he had a 4.5. He on bullshit.
I had a 4.3.
He's smoking dick.
Okay.
We need to get the.
Report card.
Yeah, not the report card. We just need to get somebody in here to discuss what's possible, because I don't think that's even
Yeah, you can go
possible.
up to 5.
Man.
Yeah, you can go up to 5.0.
Yeah, it's possible, but
If it's like actually possible, I don't know.
He's looking at me like I'm dead at. Look,
He's on bullshit.
I went to juvie for a year
Okay.
when I was 15, right?
bro,
Makes it even less believable.
dude, that just means that the work was way easier then.
No, it wasn't. We had paces.
We've been having this argument all day.
Okay, do you guys know what paces are?
I do not.
Okay, so it's 10 books that equal 1 year, and the book is like 100 plus pages, and there's like 4 tests in each book. You have to finish 10 of those, and that's like a course, right?
Yeah.
Of 1 year, and that's a credit. I completely failed 10th grade when I lived in Michigan. I just never went to school. I had like
4.5 then.
4.3.
Listen, anyway, so then I went back. They completely scratched my 10th grade year. I had to redo my 10th grade year, and then I redid my 11th grade year. And when I redid my 11th grade year, I had already gotten like, you need like 18 credits or some shit in certain states, or like 19, whatever, something like that. Mm-hmm. I was already up to like 22 credits. Damn. But they didn't count in Michigan because I was in juvie in another state. So anyway, when I was down there, I had done so much because all I did was schoolwork.
Like, when did this happen? Like, I just wish I could watch the movie of his life.
This is
So
when I
could
was
get a
15 to
timeline.
16.
It would have to be like Star Wars, and it would have to just be a series.
I had like, no, I had just turned, like I was like 15 and a half, 16, and it was something like that. It's still very foggy for me, but anyway, that's what I did. Remade all my shit up in high school, and I just had so many credits that when I came back here, that I still couldn't graduate because some of them were college credits.
Right.
And that's why I got the 4.3, because when I was there, I had all A's, if that makes any sense. And I had extra credit on the tests and all that, the exams.
No, that makes sense.
So, like, yeah, like, why would I lie about that?
I got
I'm a fucking genius.
If you had a 4.5,
they just don't want to give me the credit for it.
So what was the point that you realized that music was something you want to do for the rest of your life? Because it seemed like you were doing pretty good with school, or decent with school.
I was kicked out right before I graduated, so I never actually graduated. So it was like 2-3 months before graduation, I was kicked out, and I just didn't give a fuck because I knew what I wanted to do. At that point, really, all I wanted to do was sell drugs and be cool.
Same.
And make money at that point. And I was like 17.
That was all that mattered. Like, when you ask these questions, and like that,
and I had
there was a point where I realized I was like, I really want to do the music. Because then I was like, I don't want to have to sell drugs forever. Like, that's fucking swag. Like,
right.
And I continued to just do, like, that was all, like, I was like, well, as long as I got money in my pocket, because that's what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been nice if I had taken it more seriously back then and put more hours in. Because back then it was just like, we were all doing it, you know what I mean? Like, we would just do it once in a while. Even though they were doing it at my crib, like, I still just like, yeah, I'll jump on a song.
Do you guys ever, like, do you remember, like, actually thinking about taking a different career, like a regular job?
Fuck no.
Never.
Ever since I started making music.
Even
like,
as
I
a
knew
kid,
that
though, like as a
wasn't-
child, you never thought you would be like a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, when I was,
fireman.
like,
I wanted to
8,
be
I
a
didn't
pro
think I was gonna
skater
be a
really when I was
rapper.
a kid. A
Nice.
musician or a pro skater.
I wanted to be in the
or a
NFL.
tennis player
He wants to be
Or a snowboarder.
or a basketball player. Literally
You know,
those
when
four.
we're talking unrealistic
Or an
shit,
interior
Carlo
designer. So
said-
those 5. But
I wanted to be a NASCAR driver. Very bad.
It's hard.
Really?
You can still do that.
Yeah, I think there's still opportunity for that. man.
Yeah, that's
Don't
definitely
give up
still.
on your
Like,
dream.
that's not like something you have to be
That shit
super
way too
athletic
hard.
for. I don't think it is, bro. It's just
a real
driving,
sport.
bro.
NASCAR is so hard. Like you're
How?
like holding
Bro.
yourself. You're holding yourself up on the track in a car,
While going like
going like 200. Like you're like that's hard.
I do
And it's
I do
like-
200 every day, bro.
Huh?
I'm always doing 200.
that's probably
on
how
the
you got here
highway.
before me.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I'm talking like of how steep it is.
Bro, you gonna look like
I'm
Will
just playing.
Ferrell in Talladega Nights.
I'm on fire. Put
Hold on,
me
why
out.
interior
Yeah.
designer though? I fucks with that, but why interior designer? Like,
It's because like I'm like really big into art. Like I just
Can we
used to
get
like
back to how did you get to that question? Is that what his IG says or something?
no.
What he wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you heard? I didn't hear him
Yeah,
say
I
that.
said I would want to do that. I'm just really big on like aesthetic and art and like creating. I really like houses and like architecture and like I don't like my real mom is like outside of her being like crazy and schizophrenic and all that shit. Like she's a painter. That's how she makes a living. And my dad was an architect. Like did a whole bunch of shit at like Frederick Meyer Garden. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, so like I feel like that's where my creative shit comes from. But like I'm just like real big into like designing and just building and creating and drawing and stuff like that.
Word.
So like that's why I would want to do something like that. But music I think gives me the most control out of everything because it can give me a platform to do those as well. But if I was just to pick like interior designing, nobody's gonna give a fuck about my music if I become like a famous interior designer.
Yeah, lately I've been like, if this shit don't work out, I might start taking boxing classes.
Really?
Yeah, I think I could do that. I could be a professional
You
fighter.
got the hands.
I got hands.
Dirty
Like it's just something natural. It's just something that like I think I've been in a lot of fights. So, like I actually like have like a fight IQ, like things that like people, you know what I mean? Like you might be strong or some shit or have taken wrestling and you know what I mean. But like I know how to box.
Hit him
You know
with
what
an
I
ass.
So
mean?
he's
It's
pretty
not
much
like-
saying try him.
I'm pretty much
AKA.
saying don't, because it ain't gonna work out. But I'm just saying I think if I actually like took some classes, like it might be kind of hard. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So you might catch me in the ring. Soon.
Hopefully the music career works out, man.
Are you
That's
serious though?
I don't know.
You really want to start boxing?
Yeah, that'd be hard. At least like know how to like properly do shit. Like they could teach you some shit.
We've been
you know what I
friends
mean?
for like 7 years now, and maybe 8, and he's just telling me he wants to be a boxer.
I'm not trying to be like a professional boxer. I want to take boxing classes and like actually learn how to fight. You know what I'm saying?
So how many have you guys like done any projects together? Like the three of you guys?
No.
None of us. No, yeah, we've been working a lot together. We got a couple records coming soon. Everybody's kind of working on. Curly's working on an album, Dyslexic. I don't know when that's coming. It doesn't have a date.
It's done actually, but it's a whole bunch of fucking bullshit behind all that.
Yeah.
So like, I be in contracts and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like people being like trying to fuck me over some dumb shit, over some Instagram buzz that I have. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's actually a model.
You said
He
contracts?
actually is a model.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So like, I don't know.
We definitely have to touch on that later.
But fucking yeah. Anyway, it's done. But like it's not finished being mastered. So like I gotta go back home to Atlanta and finish. All
Is that you
shit.
just finished? That was that song you did? Was the last song for it when we were there?
No.
He was
No.
recording some song at like 6 a.m. in Atlanta. After we drove 12 hours to get to Atlanta, we recorded and got drunk all day and like whatever.
Oh, we're sipping Henny right now, by the
We're
way.
sipping Henny still. And then we like went to Lennox, then we shot a video, then we went to the show, did the show.
Thanks.
Then on the ride home, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh no, when we got back, before we left, he was doing some song and I was like, bro, can we just go? Like it's 5 fucking a.m. I gotta
yeah.
drive 12 hours.
No, that's when my manager pulled up and
Oh yeah, no, but before that too, we were all like, fucking classic, and them just dipped. All right, anyway, back to projects.
Hey, we have a collective called The Youth Is Dead.
Youth is Dead, the movement, IG.
It's a collective.
Is that with you three?
It's just
More than that.
Yeah, it's just like a platform that like a bunch of underground artists and shit like we fuck with. We just post their shit, even if it's like re-uploaded just SoundCloud, or like maybe they have it on YouTube but not SoundCloud. Just
It's all people you guys personally know though, or just people you fuck with in general?
as of right now.
Okay, so is it all like Grand Rapids based, or does
It's
it spread
everywhere.
out too? Just like LA and
I
Atlanta
don't
and
even
shit.
I know like a
know
lot of
anything of
Swedish
that.
artists.
It's the first time hearing about it too.
I've been on it.
Yeah. What's it called? Dead Youth?
The Youth is Dead.
The Youth,
The Youth
is
is
Dead.
Dead.
Youth is dead.
I guess Carlo obviously doesn't follow my shit.
Yeah, you probably should have
I
told
would have
him
been
about
tagged.
It's
You
crazy.
don't be tagging, bro?
We'll get to that. So, Carlo Sucks, the EP, out now, all platforms.
Yeah,
Carlo, are
I
you
suck,
working on
man.
another project right now?
Yeah, I'm finna drop an album in the winter called When Gods Cry.
Ooh.
Look out for Dirty Soda Dakota features and James Curley all over that bitch. I got a lot of shit dropping.
Yeah.
I got a project called Soda World dropping. It's kind of done, but like I have like basically it's like the leftovers from my actual album, which is gonna be slated for later. It's that one's called Thanks for Nothing, but it's basically like all the songs that I like, but not enough to put on that album. But I also still have like other songs, so like I'm not sure, but like it's done. You know what I mean? The music's all done. I'm just not sure what I want to put on it, but that'll probably be out this summer sometime.
Word.
I was hoping to have it out probably by now, but you know how shit goes, so.
Do you primarily use Capcom Speed, or do you spread it out too?
I
with
spread
some
it
other
out.
guys?
Whoever's there, you know what I mean? Me and Cap got a lot of stuff together. He's going to be all over the album for sure. Getta was staying. I was living with Getta for a minute, for a long time. We have a lot of music together. Pretty much all of Soda World is probably just me
Shout
and
out
him.
Get a Beast.
Yeah,
Shout out Get a
Getta's
Beast. That's my
super fire.
Shout out
dog.
Get a
We were in the
Beast.
studio with him today. That's my
I fuck
fucking
with
brother.
that. I wish he could have made it today.
He broke his foot, or I would have invited him. He
Aw,
broke
damn.
his shit in
Broke.
half.
In
Look.
half?
Yeah.
Like, what you mean?
I got a picture of it. It looks like he got bit by a shark, bro. Like that shit look fucked up.
That sounds
I'm gonna
crazy.
show y'all.
Get a makes some of those fire beats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he's
shit
super
is
hard.
like,
but yeah.
for real.
He's just immobile right now. He's
So
out
if
there, like,
whoever's
talking about
listening
you
to
can't
this,
walk for 3
get a
months,
beat from
so-
Get It, and you better have some money.
Yeah, and Capcom too. Shout out DJ Capcom.
So is When Gods Cry, is that all produced by you?
No, I'm gonna executively produce it, but I'm going to have like beat makers and stuff for
Okay.
it. Like just using other people's samples and yeah,
Mesh together, DJ
Basically.
Khaled style.
yeah, basically.
I feel that, man. That
Yeah.
sounds dope. What's like some of the goals you guys want to accomplish in like 5 to 10 years? Where would you guys like to see your brands individually as a
5 to 10
collective?
years is a very long time. I'm trying to get rich. That's
It's a good plan to
that's
have.
definitely
Always A1.
yeah. As far as right now, I'm just trying to get this music out. I'm trying to get these videos out. Speaking of which, I just dropped a video right now during this interview. It's called Dresser, Dirty Soda Dakota Dresser on YouTube. The song will be out later this week on all platforms. You should definitely go check that out right now.
Promo.
We're not worried about 5 to 10 years from now because we have no idea where we're gonna be.
I want to marry a A-list porn star. Marry an A-list porn star.
We gotta talk about that, man. How did you get involved with the porn star life? What is that life?
I'm a male
I'm
performer.
are you really, bro?
Yeah.
Yo,
So-
I didn't believe this dude, but like I see the bitches he be with, and like they really are porn stars, and they're bad too.
You got
and,
videos
like,
online?
Everywhere.
For real?
No.
Bro, I'm gullible as fuck. I'll believe it.
He had a porn star girlfriend and was cheating on her with. Am I allowed to say that? With another porn star.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
names.
no names.
No names.
It was Kelly.
Kelly. yeah.
How'd you get involved, or how'd you start meeting the porn stars?
I liked some girl who raps named Young Thought,
Nice.
That's hard.
Solid.
and she's also a porn star.
I
Visible
thought so.
tears.
So we linked, started making music, and then just started going to parties and stuff with her.
And then she put you on more porn stars.
Put me
and
on
shit.
more.
That's dope. Do you ever think about pimping or getting into like that?
Oh,
as
I
on a
do.
management
Yeah.
level? That's just lucrative business, man.
I like how you
It's
just-
lucrative
oh,
I'll
yeah,
be
I do.
slinging these hoes, man.
Okay, bust down.
You already know.
Nah, that's lit, bro.
Keep it strong, bro.
Salute to
Keep it
you.
strong.
Salute to you. I know who to hit up when I come to LA. Then at
Man,
least.
hit me.
I think it's just like a porn star thing in LA. Like Capcom, I remember when he went out there and he was with like Wiz. I don't know if it was when he was living out there, or if he just went out there and he FaceTimed me and he was with like Chevy Woods and Wiz and like Ty Dolla Signs and shit. But there was just like 20 porn stars and they were just bowling. It was like a Thursday night or something. They were all just drunk bowling.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I'm with Taylor Gang and a bunch of porn stars. And then he was like, yeah, I'm with porn stars every day. They're my best friends.
Yeah,
And I was like, is there just like a litter of porn stars everywhere you go?
I think Wiz is
Just a
always
collective.
with porn stars. Wiz is always around him.
Yeah, Wiz
ever since he broke up with Amber or whatever, he's just been with a
Yeah,
bunch of
hey, you
different-
seen that video of him when they said he got out of character? And shit?
Yeah, he was yelling at that
Hell,
girl.
bro.
Stop fucking talking to me.
People were like, remember this day in history is the one time we ever saw this guy not being nice.
Because he is usually the nicest dude.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have a 3-part question for all of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it in 3 sequences. Okay, first one. Okay, I had to make sure y'all had tattoos. What is your favorite tattoo? Like for each one of you, what is the favorite tattoo that you have?
I have a picture of a guy killing himself tattooed on my forearm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why?
He was over there like, what?
So I had to see that shit.
Why did you get it?
Because I think it's hard, and my boy Robesman made a shirt with this design, and I took it.
That's one of the no jumper dudes.
Yeah, I was just about to say
I was gonna
that's
say.
no
Robesman,
jumper,
yeah,
right?
that's like my.
He's got a lot of connections.
That's the
he
big
didn't talk
homie.
about.
Damn, that's lit, bro.
Yeah. Shout out Roseman.
Who are you
Carlo
about
Roseman collab coming soon.
Who are you about to move in with?
Some porn
Are
star.
you moving to Atlanta still? 'Cause
No,
I
I'm
don't
not doing.
know.
I'm doing Atlanta next year.
That was the first.
Moving in
like,
with-
last week he was telling me all about how he was
That's a
gonna
good
move
idea.
to Atlanta. Like that was the whole plan. And then during this
No, 'cause
interview,
he
you
is
asked,
my
and he was like,
spot
"I'm
in
moving in
Atlanta.
LA with porn stars."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Bro, you ain't telling me this shit."
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm going to Atlanta next year. I'm gonna stay in LA one more year.
Okay.
Smart.
And
Yeah,
then-
LA's good for you, I think.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Okay, my favorite tattoo. I don't have very many. I'm trying to get more, but it's just like I just don't be having time, bro. I be busy. I gotta figure somebody out that I can just do it with at the crib, you know. But I heard you talking about you saw Griffith on his, so I got the Baylet. It's
Oh
not great,
shit!
But yeah, I got the curse mark too. But that's probably my favorite one. I want to get it touched up
Yeah.
because it kind of looks like shit. He got Griffith. He got my initials right under there, and just wanted to note that my initials are on there. So when he gets famous for being a model or whatever the fuck, I get royalties. It's right under Griffith. It's with our other homie Tristan Rollo. He got his initials on there too. Rest in peace to him. That was our dog. Curly, what's your favorite tattoo? I'm interested to hear this too because I don't know.
I was like, cause you got some interesting ass tattoos.
I
I know what mine is of yours.
really don't know. Maybe
The neck one's crazy.
I really can't.
You really can't?
I like here where
they're
it
all my
says
favorite.
slut. No, that says shit.
Okay.
Here it says slut.
What's the story behind the Sleeping Beauty one?
Yeah, and that's Snow White or whatever.
Snow White,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
my
the Snow
bad.
White, like
Hell.
evil lady on your neck.
Oh, on my neck.
Oh, that's Sleeping
That's a
Beauty
good
too,
one.
right there.
Yeah,
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 my
that's
bad.
a-
I didn't even see that.
What's the one behind this one?
Yeah, like what's the
I have it
story?
like above my heart too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like I'm dead and like I'll never wake up.
Until a frog kisses you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. That sounds
Yeah,
like.
but like
that's
at the same
relatable.
time, like I'm never gonna like I'm not trying to sound lame or cliche or like some like I just never want to love again. You know what I'm saying? Like I just won't let myself. Like just at this point in my life, I go crazy like just after like deaths that have happened in my life and like shit like that, and like you know what I'm saying? So like I don't know. It's just don't want to love. Like I'll love people. I just don't want to be in love with somebody. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like the whole meaning behind it. Because like I have too much love to share just with one person, so I'm gonna share with everyone. Like no homo. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
That's
So-
beautiful. I fucked with that.
Yeah.
All right, and the second to last part. What is your personal favorite song or verse that you made, and vice versa for them? Like, what's something that you personally like with them?
Me,
Or like all three of you, of course.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel you.
my favorite song I've ever made is probably I don't know. I would have to say
I like when he screams. Like, I mean, my favorite thing that he's done is Face Down, which is our record that we have the video coming for next month. This shit's crazy, bro. Like, it's groundbreaking. It's the one that we perform every time they want us to run it back and shit.
Right.
So that's not out yet. Also, his FML, that's out yet. The video's out. James Curley, YouTube. That shit's super hard to me. They got another one Through the Roof with our homie Arvion. That shit's super hard. Him and Carlo actually have a song that they just did when we were in Atlanta. That shit, I was mad as hell. I fell asleep for 20 minutes or something. I woke up and I heard it. I heard Carlo's version. And I was like, bro, this is the hardest shit you've ever done. Like, I need to be on this. And then he put him on it, and I was mad. But then when I heard his verse, like, I was like, yeah, this couldn't have been done any other way. Like,
Right.
I couldn't have done anything that would measure up to this record. Like, that's called Uganda. I actually shot the video for that. That's coming soon. Carlo, when you dropping Uganda video?
He's asleep.
Carlo's asleep officially. Okay, so
Yeah,
I shot the video.
I want to know why
Carlo,
I want to know why he
when you
named it
dropping
Uganda, too.
video?
Next week.
Why'd you call it Uganda?
Next week. Fire.
He's running. He's running like Uganda.
Because
ain't nobody
Uganda, I
fucking
guess,
with him
they won a whole bunch of gold medals.
for being fast.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
yeah, they did that song. I shot it. It's that's the hardest song.
This man's
For
mindset
sure.
is just amazing.
And then yeah, he's wild. Carlos crazy, man. Carlos sucks the EP. Go listen to it. What's your favorite song that you did though? You figure it out yet? I took
No.
over to give you time to think.
I don't really have a favorite song. I mean, honestly, I would have to say like one of my favorite really is "Fuck My Life" because
Yeah.
like I really released like so much of my like energy into that of like how I really felt about like that's like how I feel when I wake up sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I don't want to take that out on nobody else. Like I feel like that's why I really try to focus myself on being humble and
He
grounded.
said on the song on "Fuck My Life," I might kill myself on stage. Stupid host, not a phase. And I was like, yeah, that's the hardest shit ever.
That's why I didn't say anything when I was you guys said 5-10 years. Like 5, I might still be here 10. And
That's not
no
funny.
way I'm
That's
gonna
not
be
funny.
here 10.
All right, 11.
But
Yeah, man,
What's your
that's-
favorite song of mine that I've done?
oh, it's fucking goddamn. Like that's my
Goddamn,
motherfucking
that's a song that is
shit.
not out.
And it needs
I
to come
perform it a
out.
lot, so come see me perform. There's a video for it coming, but that's gonna be on that album, so you're gonna have to wait for that.
No, this shit, like,
In the meantime, YouTube, Dirty Soda Dakota, Dresser, out now. Go.
Get that. Go get
It's
that.
on
Go get
YouTube?
that.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's
Okay.
gonna be on everything by the weekend, as soon as that shit upload.
I want to say thank you to you guys. You know what I'm saying for
Yeah, shout out to
able
Remy,
give
man.
It's an honor,
people
man.
like
It's been a minute.
us
Yeah,
in the
that's-
city, like interviews and like cool shit like this. Like this is really fucking
Yeah, I
cool.
appreciate
Thank
it, bro.
you.
Nah, that's
Forever.
love, bro.
And
I appreciate you guys coming.
I want to say that we're having an open mic July 18th and
At Rocky's Bar and Grill.
at Rocky's Bar and Grill.
633 Ottawa Avenue.
And we be throwing these once a month. So if you missed this one, you definitely should come to the next one. Tell all of your friends because there's so many people here who have a lot of hate and they don't have like a platform to show their art.
If you're an artist, come through and perform.
So that's what we're trying to do. Like
Hit us
even,
up.
no matter what kind of music you do, like
just rip it.
just come through,
Everything,
tell all
yeah,
your
do your
friends
thing.
about it. Like it don't matter. It's 18 up.
Trying to spread love, baby.
That's
Spread
dope.
love.
That's fire.
So if you're 18 and above and you want to perform, if you're 63, we don't give a fuck. Just bring bodies into the building. That's all you got to do.
That's a dope idea, man. Because this community or this city really needs it. You know, they really.
Yeah.
There's so much. Like we were
Like-
talking about it off the mic, but there's so much talent here that needs to be.
Chicago
there really is,
and
there
like
really is.
Chance and McJenkins and like
And
all
there's no reason we can't be
That's
them. You
implemented
don't need
my
to be a
idea for
big
this.
city to
Yeah.
have talent or to be showcased for your talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
we don't even perform at these at all.
Yeah, I'm not performing.
Like I'm not trying to gain everybody there to be like, oh hey, look at me or look
Yeah.
at you know what I'm saying?
like literally, like-
that's what it
like
you-
express yourself. Go out
Yeah,
there and
so
express
like
yourself.
and then like really because like social media is a huge thing. Like bring all your friends and utilize that and make that stage presence look lit. You know what I'm saying? That's like I don't know. It's what you got to do.
It could be their practice. you
And
know?
people need to start being more loving. Everybody needs to start
Facts.
like showing more love. Even if you don't like somebody's music, like you don't have to hate
Yeah.
and like speak that bullshit into existence.
Yeah,
Be like, I don't
absolutely.
like bro, but like I don't know. That's why it's like for a long time we struggled like sharing each other's shit because it's like I didn't like that song, but he likes it. Just because I don't like it,
I have a problem with
doesn't
being a
mean
hater.
somebody
I have
else.
no- like,
you know
I'll
what I'm
be
saying?
the first to
I have
say
no
it.
problem being a hater. Like I be doing features for free right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't give a fuck. If you like my shit that much, like that means a lot to me.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
like,
I've definitely done music with people.
I be
that
doing
thought that
shows
shit
for
was
free.
whack.
Like at like people like I just don't give a fuck. Like it's all art to me. And like if you want to come out and vibe, that's beautiful.
That's all we trying to do, man. Push it forward.
That's
keep it
exactly
going.
what I'm trying to do too, man. You guys are on the same vibe as me. Was there a third part to your question, or was it just those
Oh,
two?
yeah, I'm
It was-
sorry,
that was
bro.
like the double part.
Okay.
Also, it was what was his favorite song by Carlo.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Carlos shit, man. I really like. He had a song called Rose Gold. I don't know if it's still out because he be taking his shit down.
I know,
after.
I seen that.
But Rose Gold was hard. Off his last tape, there were so many classic. Rabies was crazy. The Roxy was hard. Vince Vaughn is hard. Dead
You know
Inside
what?
is hard.
It's those 2 unreleased songs with they have a song together with FedEx, who's the fucking hardest in Grand Rapids.
Oh yeah, shout out Lil FedEx, Isaiah Dior.
I'm just saying I would say that
Drowsy
before
Boy,
this
that's my
interview.
homie. You know, remember, that's why I was with when you picked us up in that. That one night.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times since then too.
Really?
He's
Yeah,
cool
he
dude.
hard, bro. I be so mad at him because like since I've known him, I've always thought he was so hard, but he don't be putting music out. He don't be trying to like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like same problem I had for the last 2
Who,
years.
FedEx?
Like, yeah.
Oh.
Like he records, like he's got so many, bro. Every time I see him, he shows me some new record that's super hard. And I'm like, okay, when are you going to put this out? You still ain't put the last one out. And it's starting to piss me off because he just sent me one that's the craziest one I've heard. I was like, bro, out of all of us, you have the hardest record. That shit is nuts. Please, like, put some money into shooting a video for it and put it out. But yeah, he's actually who we're about to go link up with to shoot this video with Orange Cap. Shout out to him.
Oh, yeah. I want to shout out my homie Arvion, who's not here right now.
Shout out
as
to
well.
you.
Word, shout out to them, man.
That's like my homie who I started music with. And him in Dakota. So, like.
Yeah. We used to have a group. That was our first musical
Slump Tribe. I got it tatted on me.
Cultural Tribe?
Slump Tribe.
Oh, Slump Tribe.
It was Slump Tribe just because we would always like be up like, you know what I mean, 18, 24 hours straight, smoking an
Up in
ounce of
drugs.
weed, and we would be all asleep. You know, somebody would
I'm out
pass
them
out
perks
in the
right
studio
now
and we'd
in
be
the
like,
Zan.
slump cam. Like it was just something we all just started saying. So like that was our first group.
Shout out to the drugs, man. Shout out to the drugs.
Shout out to the drugs. But get off them, you know what I'm saying, bro. I know you remember me, dog.
Yeah,
like,
it was a different.
It's
It was a
crazy
different
now,
Dakota
yeah.
back then. For sure.
Yeah, I spent 2017. I was completely sober. 2018, I was drinking and shit. I was still on probation. I was on probation for like 4 or 5 years or something like that, bro. It was just every time I'd almost get off, they'd just catch me up.
Yeah.
So I'm off now. Smoke weed, drink a little bit, don't do much else.
I do everything.
It's all about self control, man.
Yeah.
That's my whole take on it.
Yeah, I just. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, you just gotta know you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and like at the time when I was all off that shit, like I was like still like in control of everything I was doing, but it just wasn't good for me. You know what I mean? It got me into trouble. Probably wasn't good for my body. You know what I mean? It's just not. I think I influenced a lot of people to do a lot of drugs that were around me, and I don't think that was cool. You know, I got other people into trouble and shit too.
You ain't put no gun to no one's head though. You
Yeah,
didn't
that's
put any
true.
gun
But
to
just if you're out there doing them shits, you know what I'm saying? Know that they
safe.
come with consequences, so just be safe.
Big facts, man. Real quick before we wrap it up, drop your guys' social medias where people can find you guys at.
All right, look, it's Dirty Soda Dakota on everything. It's just like what you would think. One of the
Sounds like
states,
how it's spelled.
DAKOTA, no capitals, no underscores, no fucking bullshit, no numbers, everything. Every musical platform, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, email dirtysodadakota@gmail.com if you hard. Send me some shit. If you want to collab, hit me.
There it go. What about you, Curly?
My Instagram is Jurley Kames, which is
It's basically James Curley, but you swap the first initial of each word.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and then you put my last name first. But anyway, yeah. Otherwise, it's just James Curley on every other platform.
Dope.
There's Instagram, ILY Carlo. I love you, Carlo. Twitter, fuck you, Carlo.
YouTube channel?
What about on musical platforms?
Carlo Anthony.
I was on all that shit.
Bet.
I know, but if we search you on Apple Music, what do I type in? Fuck you, Carlo, or I love you, Carlo?
Or
go to hell,
Carlo.
or
Type
kiss my
in
ass, Carlo.
Type in Carlo Anthony.
All right.
Sounds good, man. Windbreaker, where can people find you?
You can find me mainly on Instagram, Windbreaker Moses, SoundCloud, Windbreaker Moses.
Okay. Shout out to him.
Shout out to the homie, man. Shout out to all you guys. It was really an honor to have you guys on this episode today.
Thank
I'm
you,
really
man.
glad
Thank
that
you.
We got to
It's a
connect
real
while I'm in the
renaissance
city.
era happening in
I'm
the
honored
city
to be
right now.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're working
I'm
on
sure 5 to 10 years, I'm gonna see all of you guys alive and well and
Hey, that's the
prospering,
dream, man.
That's the hope. That's what I'm seeing and envisioning.
Yeah, right
in you
now,
guys for real.
be on the lookout for all three of us. Got a lot of shit on the way. It's been quiet. We gave y'all time. It's over for that.
Time to go brazy now, man.
It's time to go crazy.
Like they said too, make sure y'all pull up to Rockies once a month when they got these they got this platform
Stay in
open.
tune
Yeah,
on
the open
Instagram.
mics.
Tap in. We'll be posting the
Tell all your
dates.
friends.
Make sure you follow Flyer Population on all streaming sites, all platforms.
Do that. It's good for your health.
Yeah, FLYYR population. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. Peace and love.
When she sucked my dick, she sucked my soul. Slam me pics when you all alone. I would take your bitch, but I got my own. When she sucked my dick, she sucked my soul. Slam me pics when you all alone. I would take your bitch, but I got my own. When she sucked my dick, coming up, I'm rich. Fit the front gold lids, cause I run my click. Got a blood, no mirrors, wanna munch my kids. No, it's just not it, no, it's just not it, yeah. We don't have much time. How do we fit all of these things into one night? And I can't feel my face. Spark a blunt and drop the top and speeding on the interstate. I'm gonna ship it off just like I'm UPS. I'm going up, got no excuses left. Was down bad, I'm getting a stupid check. Smoking dope over this view, I think I'm truly blessed. When she sucked my dick, she sucked my soul. Slam me pics when you all alone. I would take your bitch, but I got my own. When she sucked my dick, she sucked my soul. Slam me pics when you all alone. I would take your bitch, but I got my own. Yeah, she said she like me, I said she should spend the night. I got something in my spot, hope I don't spill it on my Nikes. If she keep me coming, I think I might keep her hit her up. She said she wants something, I might hit the store and run it up. I got bands for you, baby, take your pants off. Bring some friends with you, baby, it's a dance off. Once I get them going up, they fucking can't stop. Cause they know I don't give a fuck who their mans are. Like holy shit, got you bitches doing splits. Don't know what it kinda miss, any lube they using spit. Drop my freshman on their lips, not a freshman to this shit. I ain't even got a car, but she still suck me in a whip. Yeah. When she sucked my dick, she sucked my soul. Slam me pics when you all alone. I would take your bitch, but I got my own.
When she sucked my dick, she sucked my soul. Slam me pics when you all alone. I